what you can't explain. It's coming back again. I can see it now, I can see it now. What you can't explain, coming back again.
Hey everybody, call me Felix. We are here in Pidig, Ilocos Norte, and we will take about a 15-minute drive to Laoag City. And Laoag is the capital of Ilocos Norte. And we are going to celebrate my cousin Ben's birthday at a local joint that only people in Ilocos know, particularly in Laoag. And the place is called Kamalig Restaurant. And it's a place for Filipino comfort food, a great family environment, and this is one of the local haunts I wanted to show you here in Ilocos. And this is one part of my series, finding the hidden treasures of Ilocos Norte. And I can't wait to show you all the food here. Okay guys, this is how you know you've arrived at Kamalig. You've got one big plate of crispy pata, and that's not just the only plate, there's one more. Because Dad has gone mad with power. And this is a medium pancit guisado canton. And this is a medium. It's massive. Look at that thing, it's massive. And there is of course some chicharron on top. Look at the amount of chicharron on top. With other things. Oh, good grief. And these are fresh made noodles too. And these are only 2 dishes so far. We're waiting for more. Because they take their sweet time making the food. And, you know, if they do take the sweet time to make the food, like 30 to 40 minutes, you better believe it better be good. In case you guys didn't know, this is beef bulalo. So, I mean, it's kind of drowned out in the soup, but underneath lurks a monster beef shank. Look at the gelatin. Yeah. Oh, and this is my favorite part.
Which one?
The bone with the beef shank. What else?
Just flip a coin to get to.
Oh, between the birthday boy and between me. Oh boy. All's fair in food and war. So I mean, if I get it first, I get it. Look at all the fatty stuff. Look at the stock too. And there's what's better than one crispy pata but 2. There you go. 1 and 2. And the fried chicken has arrived too. Oh, good grief. And more beer. You get lasing, as it would say. My original fried chicken. Oh boy, with all this food, we better dig in. And of course, some rice. Happy birthday, Ben! Yes! Cheers, yeah? And the first thing I got is a piece of the crispy pata because, you know, can you resist deep fried pork? I can't. Look at that skin. Nice and thick. Let's see underneath that. Oh, glorious fat. And a good piece of lean meat. And we'll dip in our sauce, which is just a simple soy sauce. Let's take this down.
Where's that crunch? Where'd that come from?
Do I need to say anything, actually?
Rice Krispies?
Crispy pata is crispy pata. I mean, that's all I can say. What you get is that nice deep fried skin, which is almost like chicharron consistency, but denser. And that nice juicy fatty meat that comes after it.
Yeah, there's a juicy meat over here stuck in the bone. Yeah, 3 seconds are up, dude. Sorry, you lose.
All he wants is skin though, Ben.
Yeah,
But I mean, just give me the bone with the best part, with the bone marrow. I'd be more than happy. That's a good trade for me.
oh, you can have a bone marrow, dude.
You don't like bone marrow, Ben?
I do, but I don't know what you get out of it. It's just like fat.
No. It's not a fat. It's good fat. It's butter. It's beef butter. You ever had beef tasting butter, Ben? That's what bone marrow is. It kind of tastes like foie gras, too.
Were you watching Best Place to Eat? They had like T-bone, this thick, 30 ounce.
And what's a better companion to crispy pata but another San Miguel Pilsen? Now, it used to be that crispy pata, when they first, cooked it, it was meant as a bar snack. So, I'm doing the most natural thing by pairing beer and crispy pata. And I can't help myself. And there's also so much other food, like the PANCIT there that Dad's has gotten.
Oh, that one.
But I can be so content with this.
I don't need to hear.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
And that is my bulalo. And I absolutely adore bulalo.
JP?
Look at that chunk of beef in there. So generous. Look at the broth too. You look real close.
I forget what's after you.
Looks quite fatty. I want a piece of that broth first. My cousin Ben didn't like the birthday treat as far as this here is my favorite part of the bulalo, which is the bone with the beef shank. I mean, this is the prize
I
piece.
didn't have no coin to flip. So I had to make
That's okay. You didn't even want it, so I mean, I'll take it. Oh gosh, look at that thing, guys.
I only wanted the bone hanging around my neck. Souvenir.
Ooh, I'm gonna put some broth on my pancit too. Whatever, anything goes.
Suppose nothing. What do you mean?
Ah man, there's not as much bone marrow in here. That's okay. Because the nice thing with this bulalo is when you boil it for a long time, that bone marrow sometimes just melts into the broth itself, and that's the reason why it gets super rich. And I'm gonna gnaw this bone like a dog later, because there's no civilized way of taking that thing apart. But look at that piece of gelatinous stuff there. That in itself is like butter, without even getting to the bone marrow part. Look at that meat. Unapologetically beefy.
What's the wing?
Nice bits of fat in there. Nice bits of lean. But I really love the soup too. Next up, I'm gonna try this BAGNET SISIG. Which isn't really... So, SISIG...
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. SISIG is generally like a Pampangan sort of thing. But we haven't been to Pampanga yet, and definitely once we do, once this whole quarantine thing relaxes, we'd love to go there. But what this is a combination of Ilocano cooking technique of pork, which is BAGNET, which is fried pork in its own fat until it gets crispy, and then made with sisig, which is the Pampangan style. So this is kind of like pan-Filipino fusion in a way. Or just sisig. It's really all about that pork. Personally, I would like a little more chili, a little more soy, and a little more vinegar, but you get that all in there. It's just really unapologetically porky. But very, very tasty. It's a little more salty than a little more sisig, but very bold pork flavor. And of course, we have to have some pancit. And they put even some fried pork on there. I mean, you can make anything better with fried pork. I mean, sure, there you go. I'm not a fan of pancit generally, but this noodle is very light. And the right texture, it doesn't grab too much on the sauce. It's not gloopy. It's just about right. And these are La Moda style noodles too, which are more of a Laoag specialty where we are. And honestly, you can eat as much of this as you want. There's one thing I don't really like about pancit is just the texture and such. But you can eat as much of this as you like. And it still feels pretty light.
Okay, after this, we go to Baskin Robbins.
And next up, we're gonna have some fried chicken.
They have Baskin Robbins.
And this looks like an American style fried chicken. And they have our Kamalig. So this is more of like the battered seasoning. This is not, I guess you can say in the Philippines you can get two types of fried chicken. One that's like more like the Max's style without the batter, or like the savory style that's more Chinese style tasting. But then you can get this chicken which looks more like American fried chicken. Well, you would get a Jollibee, I suppose you could say too. I'll just have this skin first. But yeah, it tastes like American fried chicken as far as the comfort food level goes. It's a little peppery too, even with this original. They're very crispy. I would be bold as to say the fried chicken here is as close to Southern fried chicken, or Southern fried chicken is in Southern United States fried chicken that you get in the Philippines. And of course I love thigh meat. I think that's all I've tried so far. So yeah, I've tried everything but the rice. So I mean rice, you mean, you know, I think it would go good with this soup or bulalo like that. But I'll get around to enjoying all this wonderful comfort food. Let you know if anything jumps out. Well, as you can see, Damage Incorporated has bought all this carnage. Or brought all this carnage. I mean, bought and brought all this carnage. Look at that. Those bones also clean as a whistle. Those are for the dogs. JP's dogs. So, yeah, all this, if you could believe, all that food is now just gone to... And the only thing that survives, of course, is the rice. The rice has survived. And it's, believe it or not, it's time for dessert. And what's going to be here for dessert? We need something really refreshing after all this. Back in a bit. Okay, this is Halo Halo. Coconut shell or buko Halo Halo. I don't know whose birthday it is. It's probably not Ben's. It's probably mine because I got chocolate ice cream with mine. And I don't think I want to mix this at all because, I mean, it's chocolate. I mean, jeez. And Dad's got one on to his own as well. It's his birthday as well. And just as I was getting dessert, they all sing to my dad. They've cleared the table for 4 buko halo halo. I mean, we're savages. Look at us. Right? And halo halo, if you're quite alien to all this, what it is it's basically a fruit salad with ice. And you're supposed to mix this all up, and hence the name. Halo halo means to mix. Thank you. Ooh, hot spoon. Okay. And so this halo halo is a little special because you can haul it out of the... You can take some coconuts here, scrape it, and add it to your halo halo. So it's not just for show. There's also serves a purpose, and I'll tell you why. And it's to this halo halo that you eat out of coconut shell. Well, we got this all incorporated, and my goodness, a surprise of chocolate ice cream in here too. And just as what I thought, it's not super sweet because it's already been right with the ice. So let me show you what's in here. And we'll try to show you what's in here.
130 pesos.
There you go. Look at this stuff. Green stuff. So you have the colors of the rainbow in here, except it's not Skittles. So lots of shredded young coconut. There's some pandan balls. There is some palm fruit in here, the white translucent fruit. What else we got? I mean, it's basically you're digging out your own treasure. I don't know if I said digging out your own treasure or digging out your own grave in here. You're gonna eat here, but it's both, I guess. You got some papaya in here. We got some pineapple. A lot of pandan. I love pandan as well. And there's some ube chunks in here, or purple yam. Purple yams, purple yams. And then some brown beans in here too, or red mung bean. I mean, this is breakfast in a bowl, or breakfast in a coconut. So if you like cereal, you'll probably like this, but this has more texture. It has the ice in here. It's not too melted. It's nice. There are nice ice blocks in here, so you get the nice texture. Get some of that. It's very refreshing, but it feels slightly richer because of the chocolate ice cream, which I think is a little unorthodox as far as the ingredient goes. And one of my favorite things, well, two of my favorite things that they don't put in here that I love in regular halo halo is leche flan and jackfruit. Those are my favorite ingredients of halo halo. And like I've always said, if you grew up eating this tastes like childhood to you. So that's like the only sort of way you could ever describe it to someone, is to say it tastes like childhood. So part of the fun with this is getting some of that coconut and grating it. And I'm gonna pretend like that stuff came out of that coconut, just like that, like coconut noodles. But it's so integrated in there. And you know what the crazy thing is here? This big coconut buko halo halo, you know, in the States probably would cost $20. But you know what it does cost over here? 130 pesos. 130 pesos is less than $3. Yeah. And it's perfect to have, you enjoy a hot, humid afternoon in June. After eating all that food, all the carnage which has been cleared, some of it which has been cleared from the plate. So yeah, we enjoy this and then, wrap this up.